Now, I do believe, though, that even from the false ones, denominations, that you can learn basically from any denomination. You can learn something. You can learn from people's mistakes. You can learn from a lie. You can learn, I'm never going to believe that again. That guy's lying. Yeah, you can learn from your mistakes. I've learned from many different preachers that are out there. I could list them, but I'm not. But, I've learned. I listen to a lot of different preachers. And, even the worst have some good things to say and can build you up and build your faith and things like that. But when it comes to denominations, I want to tell you something about spiritual growth you need to understand. One of the worst things you can do when it comes to a denomination is to join one. To settle down for the long haul, to vegetate, to stagnate, and in your self-righteousness and arrogance, think you have all truth and knowledge. To think, once you join your denomination, to think, I have arrived. I am here and now I can take it easy. Matthew 10 and verse 22 says this. It says, and you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endures to the end shall be saved. What are we to endure? Well, let me tell you what you are to endure. Your personal spiritual growth is something that you have to endure. And it can be downright painful. Why? Because sometimes you've got to leave an organization. Sometimes you've got to leave a denomination. I left a religious organization many years ago because they were teaching something totally off the wall. Some guy claimed to speak for God, for pity's sake. And I thought, I can't stay there, but I left friends behind. I'd left close relationships behind. Many of them never to see again. Never to see them again. But I had to because it was the right thing to do. So it can be painful. Spiritual growth can be painful. Now listen, you cannot grow beyond your denominational view of the Bible. If you're a Baptist, you will die a Baptist. If you're a Seventh-day Adventist, you'll die a Seventh-day Adventist. That's all you will ever be. And again, the greatest deception is that we have all truth. That's the greatest deception, that your denomination has all truth. Well, I've got the basic truth, That's all I need. Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. In a way, a lot of Christians are like children who refuse to grow up. I remember when I was about 12, I sort of liked that age, and I didn't want to grow beyond that, age 12. But a lot of Christians are like that. They're like children who say, I don't want to grow up. It might be painful. You get old and ugly. I mean, who wants to grow up? But a lot of Christians are like that. They fear spiritual growth. Listen, if you're looking for the perfect church or the perfect representation of God's church on this earth, you're going to be highly disappointed. In a way, you are not in the church. The church of Jesus Christ is supposed to be in you. I'll never forget a shirt I saw one time. It said, don't go to church, be the church. I thought that was one of the most powerful statements I'd ever read. Don't go to church, be the church. I mean, what did Jesus say? Well, he said this in John 14 and verse 23. Jesus answered and said unto him, if a man love me, he will keep my words, and my Father will love him, and we will come unto him and make our abode with him. In other words, the Father and the Son move into your temple, and you sort of become a walking, living presence, a walking, living representation of the church. It's what you're supposed to be. Now, I admit we sort of let God down in that area, but still. Now, there's nothing.
Check us out on the web at isthatreallyinthebible.com.